Uh, Albert had this moment where he celebrates, throws his jersey into the stands. Alex knows to get it back. I have to imagine you had said that you were happy to see that emotion, but I have to also imagine you were happy to see someone with a cooler head to get the jersey back.
Well, we actually have spare no-name jerseys on the bench that Nolan was prepared with, but I love that they were thinking. So I love the little banter. Those guys are roommates on the road. They know each other. They're good friends. I love the fact that Alex was looking after his buddy. Love it.
What do you think you could take away from the previous meeting with San Diego?
Don't fall asleep on set pieces, and active defending and not giving the ball away in midfield to allow them in transition. You saw that the last game. The Galaxy gave up the goal in the death through a sloppy play. They're good enough to make you pay. So, you make a mistake, they've got some quality on the field, and they'll make it hurt.
Do you go back to, aside from the way you started and then there was that, 5-minute stretch there at the end of the first half, you actually did a lot of things well between those two things. Do you look back on those things to find...
We showed them film about some of the good things we did. Obviously, when you play an opponent the second time, you rewatch some of the film and you get ideas and you remind the players of some of the good things, some of the bad things too. So it was a mixed bag, but we certainly showed them some positives of creating some chances. Yeah.
Any updates on Yamar or Jackson?
Yeah, Ymar, they're still, some guys say 2 to 3 weeks, other guys say 3 to 4. So between 2 and 4, on a scale, it's hard to say because Ymar is determined, and he actually does come back from injury fairly quickly. But again, they're being a little more cautious because he did pull it. I mean, there's damage there. So, I know he wants to get ready to come back for Club World Cup. I get it. But I'm not going to sacrifice a game or two for the better health of the remainder of the year. So it'll be tricky.
And then I guess Jackson...
He'll be on the bench.
He'll be on the bench. And how close is he? How would you grade his fitness?
I would put him in. Center backs are different. I could put him in any time.
What do you like about Jonathan Bell's skills? How can he partner successfully with Kim?
Well, he's played there. I mean, he's done a good job. He's been a good piece for us. So Jonathan's a handy player to have. Can play multiple positions. Always works. He's been good.
Do you change at all what you're asking Nuhu to do when you have Bell versus Yamar?
No. Nuhu's kind of finding his own form. He likes playing with Ryan. Sometimes we almost got to hold Nuhu back. It's always quality, not quantity of when he pushes up. We still build in 3-2, 3-1, and we want to keep him grounded, but at the same time, when he can be involved and if we've pushed teams back, he has my freedom to go.
What have you been impressed by San Diego in terms of what they've been able to do in year one?
Well, their record. I mean, St. Louis had good starts. LAFC had good starts. I mean, there's been teams in the league that have had good starts. It's about consistency. I really like Mikey. I think he came in. He's a humble kid. I've had good conversations with him when he was working with the national teams. They've done a good job, and they've compiled some good players. I like their number 6. I think he's got talent. Obviously, Chucky's good goalkeeping. They got solid players. It's a good team.
Coach, regarding the Club World Cup, there were some issues with the prize money. Have those been addressed, and what's your feeling on that?
Well, my feeling is I'm sympathetic to both sides. I think I said this the other day. I see the player side. The CBA was negotiated before this tournament was even in existence. And I see, the other side of it as well. I mean, the club has to divide and take the money that the CBA has agreed to. Is it fair to the players? Is it not fair to the players? Yeah, sometimes I think the both sides have a good point. But That's way above my pay grade. This much I will tell you. These two things I will tell you is number one, the players are excited to play. I can guarantee you that. And I would also tell you that the fans that come to watch the games are going to be entertained. I think they're quality opponents in a meaningful tournament, and I hope that people come out, support us, of course. I know there'll be some Botafogo and Atletico and PSG fans in the stands, but I hope our fans show up and, we can give them a good performance.
Looking ahead to that a few weeks away, is there any update on Jordan's timeline? How's he doing coming back?
Jordan's timeline is he might make Vancouver. Should have saved that for the show tonight.
You shut up.
We appreciate it though.
He's trending well.
Okay.
So in terms of the Club World Cup, how do you prepare?
We're not there yet. We're playing the top 3 teams in our division here in the next 3 games. So there's a good measuring stick. If you want to write about that. This stretch of 3 games, although Vancouver's going to be missing like 9 guys. So.
Not that you were going to shed any tears over that.
No, not at all. But we've been there before in the past. I mean, I think we had at one time 11 guys missing. So it's MLS.
So you're going to have the Champions League and the Champions Cup finals this weekend. Are you going to watch them as a fan, or are you going to watch them as like just preparing for the game against Vancouver and PSG?
I'm as a fan, MLS fan. Come on. They're our neighbors. We like Canadians.